Okay, so I believe I handed you guys what was it? Hazard communication? Was that it?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So, federal occupational, I saw my typo, very first, second one. I didn't capitalize federal. Federal Occupational Safety and Health Administration, which is OSHA. That's the federal government organization that monitors safety for the entire country on job sites. They want to make sure that, you guys are all educated in this stuff. They estimate that more than 32 million workers are exposed to 650,000 hazardous chemical products at more than 3 million American work sites. Eden Brown wants to ensure that you know the identities and hazards of the chemicals you can encounter while you work and how to protect yourself from these chemicals. They are found in pesticides, fertilizers, and in things such as paint, propane, kerosene, cleaning solvents, and welding fumes. So, what makes a chemical hazardous? The chemical is hazardous if it poses a human health hazard. It is a carcinogen, is corrosive, or has an effect on the lungs, skin, eyes, mucous membranes, etc. Physical hazards, flammable, explosive, or environmental hazards. What are some things you should do before working with a hazardous chemical? Receive training that explains the hazards associated with the particular chemical and how you should protect yourself. If you don't feel that you've received adequate training, notify your supervisor or manager. So when we're working with a specific chemical, if you're new here, hopefully your supervisor tells you how to handle that specific chemical, what it does, and what to do if you get some on it. Read the product label and be prepared to follow all manufacturer's precautions. Read the label in a setting where you can give the information your full attention, not at the job site where you're focused on getting the work done. Know where to find the SDS and MSDS at our facilities and job sites. They include important safety information, and we have one on file for every chemical you'll be asked to use. Binders containing all MSDS label info are kept in every van and chemical locker in the basement. So when Eden Brown gets a chemical, we legally have to print out a sheet that says this is what the chemical is, this is what the active ingredient is, this is what it's used for, this is what you should do if you get some on you, and these are the hazards. And we want to make sure we have that in the chemical locker downstairs. That's one of the first things I did last winter, was inventory every single chemical down there and make sure we had documentation for it. Every truck should have an MSDS binder. I know that we're getting a lot of new trucks in the next couple months. So if, like Nick, did you bring your MSDS binder from your old truck in your new one?
No.
So that's important information that would be, pertinent to tell me. So, and again, this is brand new. I don't think this was strictly enforced, but I want to make sure every truck has that book, because there's been days where people have gotten chemicals on them. Brian, thank you.
I was on and you got in your eye.
Remember that? Maybe you should be paying attention instead of talking.
Sorry.
Came in crying about how plenty of got chemicals all over you. So, what will a chemical tell you about personal protective equipment? Most chemical labels contain a box telling you what personal protective equipment is required. This can also include a respirator and certain types of gloves. Always wear the required gear. Also wear gloves when handling any chemical. I think we're all pretty set on that. What should you do if a coworker or you is exposed to a hazardous chemical? Consult the appropriate MSDS or SDS product label. They will provide steps to follow in the event of eye or skin contact, inhalation, or ingestion. Is it okay to reuse or refill a chemical container? Only if your supervisor or crew leader tells you to do so and if you're following instructions on the label. For example, we use a claim on crabgrass. The claim is purchased in large containers. However, due to the high cost, it is not uncommon to carefully refill smaller containers that we keep in the van. The whole idea is to, if you're going to be doing that, please keep it to one chemical. We don't want to mix multiple things. Got rid of get Roundup mixed in with something you don't want it in, you're going to kill the water. That's not good. Properly labeled chemical containers are extremely important. An improperly labeled container can result in the wrong use of the chemical, fire or explosion, injuries, and deaths. Never put a chemical in an unlabeled container. So this is what I'm talking about. Fairly basic stuff. You guys know all this already. It only took 3 minutes of reading to get through it, and now I'm going to give you a 4-question test to do, and then we just move on to the next one. Relatively painless. I know no one wants to be here. No one sucks when it rains, because it's like, man, why am I hanging around? But I appreciate you guys giving me your attention, so I'm just gonna keep on pushing through this and move on to the next one. So, let's see. Who's reading, let's see, this is, you want it in Portuguese? There you go. Portuguese. What's up? Os Leo? Os Leo? Ah, even better. You just circle it. Circle one for it. Okay, I'm gonna hand these out here.
Date, quando você vai sair com uma mulher, fala um date. Esse date, ele vai usar a tradução data, ele usa a tradução com não, em cima nesse português, em vez de estar escrito data, está escrito encontro. Porque uma das traduções da palavra date em inglês é encontro. Quando você vai sair com uma mulher, ela fala assim, eu vou num date, entendeu? E ele usou essa tradução em vez de usar a tradução correta que é data.
Thank you very much. Your name? Right?
E essa palavra, just for future reference, on the Portuguese one,
Yeah.
date does mean what that means, but that's just one of the translations. It also means data, which is D-A-T-A.
So,
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'll let it know for you.
no, you're good.
Nick.
Good luck.
Oi?
Yeah.
Eu?
Right front. Yeah, I know. No, I have my
This guy didn't come in today, right?
Just circle.
Is that his name? Romas?
Thomas Selleck. He's not coming back?
He lives in Romas.
Yeah, there's no traffic for him.
Yo, Mike, didn't I tell you he's not coming back?
Yeah, you pretty up. I figured.
Hold on, I'm trying one of the questions here.
Brian did.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'll be better prepared next time. I
Just by
promise.
the way that he was like, when we were explaining to him, you would just be like, seemed like you didn't give one line of thought.
Chad told me that he kept asking you, like, how many jobs, how many more days? Like, dude, there isn't no how many more. It's just, we leave it somewhere.
Yeah, Brian said that too.
E qua aspetta, quattro.
Yo, I need a fucking marker.
Mesmo, primeiro? O que tá falando aí?
Appreciate your patience on this. I obviously know I
I had a marker right here. Someone.
Because they have great pleasures to own. What must?
Marker map? I'm gonna be back with this, but I'm putting my suit on.
Oh, whoops, I put my name on
No,
that.
that's fine. When I originally wrote the questions, the thought was to put them on this paper, and then I switched over to the score test, which is easier to track. Thank you.
I'm just gonna throw this in.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. You don't feel.
Hey, why don't you guys put a 50-pound bag of sunshade in my truck?
Because you asked for it, or?
Yeah. Coulda.
Oh, could.
It did sound like you were saying.
It sounded like somebody.
I gotta drop it off at a customer's house.
I'll do it. Thanks, man.
My truck's out
I thought
for
you said somebody did it, I'm like, why?
Thank you. Thank you, Brian.
Here you go. We keep these, right?
Yeah. Next year I'm gonna have them in a binder, but I didn't wanna like spend the time to make them all nice when I honestly don't know what I'm gonna be changing. I'm
Yeah.
only gonna learn if I do it throughout the year.
I highly recommend you get pencils out for the next one. Guys kept on running out, so we're scratching those off.
Thank you. So yeah, I'll bring in the box next time. You can just leave it in your locker or something.
You have another issue?
You fill it out on that. It has your name on it, dude. The answer.
Yeah, add your name on it. So no, I don't. Just fill this one out. Okay,
Check.
whichever one. If you go true or false, just write it in. Thank you. I'm gonna be more organized next time.
Was I considered a senior supervisor yet?
That's, talk to Chad and Chris about that shit. They figured it out.
That's just one more thing, right?
It's another thing that you already are. It's a thing you
Yeah,
already
no, it's
are.
funny how like I noticed that like, I get all these things and like they make one up, but like, hey Mike,
You got it.
I want to give you that second star just
We're
to
getting the star.
No, I don't care about the star. I care about my paycheck. That's my most important.
Ideally, the monetary increases.
Hey, as far as that thing we were talking about, my work permit. He needs one of those. You see it? So listen, here's the deal, Rich. I'm gonna supposed to get my shit this year because I got married, so I'm gonna get a tax card. Remember you asked me? Yeah. So my work permit expired, and when I get my green card, around probably during the summer, I will bring the stuff inside then, okay? Because again, I was like, why bother doing after this if I'm just gonna do it in a couple of months? Yeah, no, definitely.
It's something that you've been doing all along.
Well, I mean, listen, the fucked up thing is that unfortunately nowadays, like, we can't call them guys. Like, this guy came in yesterday, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of these guys, man, like, and it so happens, like, you came in from an interview and you worked out. JR, I mean, his brother was already here. Like, Dave came in from an interview and he worked out. But it's only a few of those guys that happen to work out. Not all the guys that we bring in work out. Like I said, JR,
Like that guy yesterday.
yeah, he seems like
You don't know how hard it is.
But like what I'm saying is that a lot of the times the guys that we bring in, like JR, I mentioned his brother brought him in, he worked out. Because ahead of time, he was already like, he knew what was happening. You know, like we brought in like Victor, my brother-in-law, me and Marlo were the first. And we were brought in by guys here. I was brought in by Nick. I was brought in by Clenio. You know what I mean? So usually the guys that we bring in, I'm not saying they're gonna work out like I said, some of them don't, but most of them end up sticking around. So, but it sucks because like the Brazilian guys, a lot of the guys that we know they're not here either. You know what I mean? Which is a problem. You know what I mean? And like you said, the company, they want to protect it. Cara, se eu fosse você, velho, eu passava pra você me ajudar, né? Quando casou, ela ajudou ele. O pai dela tem que saber, tinha que saber o que foi só ela tinha assinado. Ela é de menor, quantos anos tem sua mãe? Você precisa ganhar mais que 24 mil reais.
Alright, perfect. So, part two. More stuff you guys already know. Yes, Tony. Oh, I gave it to you. It's in Portuguese. Did you give it back to me? Oh, good. That's alright. Alright, so this one's all about working with chemicals. Again, some of you guys probably already know, but we're gonna go over it anyway. So, since many of the chemicals we use are designed to kill living things, insects, weeds, and fungus, they also pose a hazard to other living organisms, including you and our plants. To ensure the safety of people, animals, and the environment, you need to follow our company's policies regarding chemicals and read and follow the instructions on the product label for every chemical that you use. So what are some things you should do before working with any chemical? You should receive training about its hazards and how to protect yourself. We already went over that. You should read the product label, which will tell you what personal protective equipment is necessary, as well as health precautions, first aid procedures for accidents. Don't wait until you're at the job site to do this. You'll be in the get the job done mode, and make sure you read the label, and then another setting where you can give it your full attention. Wear all PPE, which is personal protective equipment, so gloves, masks, whatever, that the product label require. A respirator and certain types of gloves are necessary with some chemicals. If the required PPE isn't available, notify your supervisor. Ensure that all pets are clear of the application area. I think that is, everyone's pretty good there. If you will be applying chemicals to a high traffic area, rope it off and place chemical application notification signs and flags to the public, so the public will be aware. Signs should include the names of applied chemicals and the appropriate hazard warnings. I don't really feel like that's something we have to deal with too much. Most clients get that when we're out there, no one's on the lawns, kids are inside and they know how long to wait, but just in case. Inspect all chemical application equipment for its use and keep spare parts such as clamps, hoses on hand. Know where the spill kit and safety data sheets or material safety data sheets are located at the job sites and company facilities. So what are the precautions you should take while applying chemicals? Apply each chemical at the rate that is specified on the label. Follow the buffer distance guidelines given on labels. Maintaining this distance can prevent you from contaminating pools, ponds, or from harming the landscape. Follow all other application guidelines on the label. So what are some things that you should do after applying the chemical? After the amount of time prescribed on the chemical label has passed, remove any barrier signs. So we typically say how many hours during a hot summer day people stay out for long? 2? Yeah, somewhere around there. If it's overcast and the sun's not out, it's a little humid out, maybe a little bit longer. Wash your hands and arms with water and soap at the end of the job. This will minimize exposure from touching your face, food, a vehicle steering wheel, and other equipment between job sites. Because hand sanitizers are designed to kill bacteria and do not remove material from the hands, they won't protect you from any chemicals or other non-organic matter. So I know some guys, I think Plenio does, has some hand soap in his van. That's not a bad idea. You can just go up to the hose and wash your hands and arms. I know most of us would do something like that before we went and ate lunch. I think that's something we could probably provide. So if you have a van and you don't have hand soap and that's something you want to have, come talk to me or Angela and we'll try and get you some. After work, shower and wash your clothes separately from other clothes. We have a laundry service. I know not all of you use it, like Dave brings his clothes home, but it's something you won't have to worry about if you just drop it in the bag. So what are some pitfalls to avoid? Assuming you don't need to read the label because the chemical name sounds familiar. Chemical names often sound the same. Spraying chemicals on a windy day. If it's going to be windy, Chad's probably going to tell you in the morning. And if you're a supervisor, you probably already know what to do and what to avoid, but that's tough travel. Parking a truck equipped with a tank, pump, and hoses for applying chemicals near water or storm drains. We do not dump in storm drain under any circumstances. Storing chemicals in unlabeled or improperly labeled containers. Only refill a chemical container if your supervisor tells you to do so and if you're following the instructions on the product label. So we talked about this before, 1 chemical per container. What should you do if you or a coworker is exposed to the hazardous chemical? Consult the appropriate MSDS or SDS sheet. It will provide steps to follow in the event of eye-skin contact, inhalation, or ingestion. Again, half of this stuff was stuff we talked about in the previous section. Pretty much all of it was stuff that you guys already knew. It's kind of going to be like this throughout the year, but it's quick and it's easy, and we're just going to blow through it. So, one more test, and I'm out of your hair. Who wants to help clean these out? Make sure everybody gets one of those.
This is English?
Yeah, that's English. This is the Go.
What's up?
Anybody else need one?
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
There we go.
They are. All over the place. Mike?
There you go.
Difícil esses testes, hein, cara?
Nice. Emo. Matt. It's got your name on it, don't trash it. See. Just put it on top of the backpack. Get it done. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. It's not on the back, huh? That's Thank you, partner.
I'll take the test sheet. Test sheets. Test sheets. Just the test sheets. Answer sheets go here. Test sheets. Answer sheets.
Harassment, huh?
What?
Very top of these videos. Take the tips all. This is like kosher certified.
Get out of
Oh yeah, that's fine.
It's been around for a while.
That's all part of that.